Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage coming out today with a side-by-side comparison, bracket style, of the Town Hall 18 defenses as they are maxed out. You can see here all the different stats with the supercharged and regular defenses that are available as of right now at Town Hall 18, including the new Super Wizard Tower, supercharged, the Revenge Tower set to level 2, and of course the Bombhive maxed out at level 30, which is 10, 10, and 10 on the hit points, DPS, and the 20 tile radius. So we set up a little bit of a base here with 2 gold storages, and the first match we're going to have the Bombhive kicking off against the multi-target Inferno Tower, and this is against 6 Valkyries. So we did is we set this base up here where they have to kind of go through a little bit of stuff on their way to the defense, and the bomb tower ends up making relatively short work because the splash damage from those bombs actually does a tremendous amount of damage and manages to take out all 6 of those Valkyries. The Inferno Tower does manage to get them down before they escape the walls and destroy it, but the first round goes to the Bombhive. We're now going to pit the Fire Spitter against the Multi-Archer Tower. Fire Spitter, of course, has a massive range, but a big blind spot, and you can see the closer it gets to these Valkyries, very few of those pellets wind up missing, and eventually the Fire Spitter does indeed take out all of those Valkyries while they're working their way through the walls, but the Multi-Archer Tower, only being able to hit 3 at a time and having to divide the DPS down so much, is unable to take those Valkyries down before they escape from those walls after destroying the 2 gold storages, then take down the Multi-Archer Tower and move on toward the Fire Spitter. So the Multi-Archer Tower can't even stop them from escaping through the walls. So victory to the Fire Spitter. Third match, we've got the Revenge Tower. Now I had to get 45 buildings down to get that thing, or 40 buildings to get it fully maxed out, and because of the massive range on that thing, it really gets to work against these Valkyries before the Ricochet Cannon even starts to get into the action. Very quickly, Ricochet Cannon takes all 6 of those Valkyries down. The Revenge Tower, rather, takes all 6 of those Valkyries down, and the Revenge Tower does manage to make it through and eventually get rid of all of those Valkyries, but only just barely before they manage to escape from those walls. So victory to the Revenge Tower. Now for our final one, we've got the Scattershot going against the Super Wizard Tower, and this was the closest out of all of the first round matches. The Scattershot does indeed get a little bit lucky with the troops clumping up so it can get all of them in each individual projectile. The Super Wizard Tower, they're all close enough so it's dealing damage to all of them. And you can see here, we're actually going to wind up slowing it down right when we get toward this last shot that's going to go here. So the Scattershot, this is down to like 20% speed. The last rocket, for the last ball from the Scattershot, takes out the Valkyrie. It turns to the Super Wizard Tower while the last bolt from the Wizard Tower is coming, so barely, but the Scattershot does take down those Valkyries a little faster than the Super Wizard Tower. Now we're going to go Fire Spitter versus the Bombhive, and the Fire Spitter, again, putting in a lot of damage. You can see some of the shot is missing the Valkyries. The Bombhive, every shot, splash damage on those Valkyries. Poof, all 6 of them are completely gone. The Fire Spitter still has a ton of work to get through before it manages to take down the Valkyries. So second round victory does go to the Bombhive over the Fire Spitter. This thing is a menace. Second of the second round, the Revenge Tower again get a nice early start because of that massive range and incredibly high DPS. It is dealing over 800 damage per second to the first target. These Valkyries do not stand a chance. They go down. The Scattershot doing its best, taking blasts at those Valkyries, but the Revenge Tower does wind up in much, much faster time. The Revenge Tower winds up taking down all of those Valkyries as the Scattershot continues to blast away at the Valkyries. So the Revenge Tower ends up reigning victorious here, and that will be pairing it against the Bombhive for the final round of which is the most powerful splash defense for Town Hall 8. Now, you will notice a slight differential here. The Bombhive, because I had to destroy 40 buildings to get the Revenge Tower up and running, the Bombhive was already spewing bombs, and it comes down so close here. Which one won? I can't tell. Oh my gosh, Trample, don't keep us in suspense. Let's take a look at that in slow motion here. Here comes the final bomb. Here comes the final round of bullets from the Revenge Tower, and they both wind up disappearing at virtually the exact same time. So the Revenge Tower is a little bit quicker when the Bombhive has to be primed, but not when it's already firing. Then they're about the exact same. Now that was against 6 Valkyries. How do they hold up against 4 Root Riders? We're going to take these 2 new, very powerful defenses that we're going to be dealing with here at Town Hall 18, and the Revenge Tower, because of that incredibly high DPS on the first target, does manage to work its way through all the Root Riders, and then finishes off the other ones that already destroyed the Bombhive. So against the tankier troops, the Bombhive definitely softened up those Root Riders quite a bit, but it was unable to take them down. Here, if we switch and we wind up putting in 8 Super Barbarians, the Bombhive makes incredibly short work of them because of the splash damage. You can see it wipes out the Super Barbs much faster than the Revenge Tower does, so the Revenge Tower was not quite as fast on the lower hit point troops. When we move to I think this is 4 Super Giants, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Super Giants that we have on each of these. It's 6 Super Giants that we have on each of these. They work their way through the walls. The Bombhive is putting in a lot of damage on those Super Giants, but they manage to get through the wall before the final bomb ends up taking them down just a little bit ahead of what the Revenge Tower is able to take care of, but they do both wind up taking them down. Shifting to an even tankier troop now with 3 P.E.K.K.A.s coming through here. They very quickly work their way through each of these gold storages and onto the walls. The Revenge Tower is piling away as much as it can. The Bombhive is dealing splash damage to all 3 of those every time, but because there are only 3 targets here, the Revenge Tower is taking shots at all 3 at the same time, while the Bombhive is also. The P.E.K.K.A.s wind up emerging from the walls over on the Bombhive because it just can't deal enough damage. The Revenge Tower does manage to take down all of its own P.E.K.K.A.s and finish off the ones against the Bombhive. So now, what if we just put each of these against over 150 regular barbarians? Of course, you can see the Bombhive having no problem whatsoever working its way through here, as every single bomb destroys all of the barbarians that are in the way. The Revenge Tower, as hard as it is working against these regular barbarians, the most it can do is work its way through 3 of those at a time, and it just cannot keep up with the pace. Those regular barbarians eventually work their way through both rows of walls over to the Revenge Tower, destroying it very quickly before they head over toward the Bomb Tower to eventually, yes, that's right, get wrecked by that Bombhive. I probably said the Ricochet Cannon instead of Revenge Tower, and I probably said Bomb Tower instead of Bombhive, but you know what you see with your own eyes. These defenses at Town Hall 18 are going to be a force to reckon with. Tremendous range for that Bombhive when it is active. The Revenge Tower is incredibly powerful. No disrespect to any of these other splash damage defenses. They obviously all work together. Make sure that you're subscribed to my account. Use code TRAMPLE. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share this with your clanmates, and we will definitely check you out on the next video.